Hey guys, Stacks here, on the road again. Yeah, I apologize for the very beautiful background and backdrop here, but life on the road right now. Did grab my books and bring them with me so I could do my comic haul for the week. And I'm also going to do something a little different. I'm going to go through next week what I intend to pick up at the shop, at least from Marvel. So, right off the bat, House of X, number 2. If you, for some reason, aren't reading this, go get it. Stop what you're doing. Well, I mean, you can finish this video, but go get this book. It is setting in motion things that are going to affect the X-Men universe and continuity for years to come. Jonathan Hickman is making some deep cuts that are going to, I mean, it's changing things. You got to go check this out. This cover doesn't make any sense until you read this book, and then you're just flabbergasted. It's a really, really cool writing device, or just what he's doing in this story is really incredible. So go check this out. This is the highest recommended for the week. I mean, this was insanely good, and that's oh man, it's hard to say that this is beat out, but I mean this is, it's right there with that. I mean, Absolute Carnage was the one that was billed for this time. Like, you knew Absolute Carnage was going to be fabulous. You knew Ryan Stegman and Donny Cates together were going to kill it, and they did. This was absolutely insanely good. It had a $7.99 price tag. I went by some shops today, and I'm already seeing it for 25% off everywhere. So it's a $6 book, and it's about 60 pages of art and actual storyline. So one of the problems over here in House of X2 is you have these white pages, and some of them are kind of annoying. I think some of them should have had art with them, but you'll know which ones I'm talking about when you see them. But picking between which one's better, this or this, is like picking between like gummies and gummies. You win either way. They're gonna be good, and that's and that would, it's really cool having two great books on the shelves this week. For those looking over here and asking, what is that? That's Cheerwine. It's like a cherry soda kind of thing, a cherry Coke kind of thing from the South. So they're starting to carry it in Kroger's now. I used to drink it all the time as a kid, so I pick it up sometimes when I travel, just for something a little different. Picked up Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History. Picked up the A cover and one of the variants that I thought was really cool looking. No other reason than this is a goofy storyline. It is. I'm debating doing a video about it because I don't know that it would get any traffic. But it's been interesting. It's been really fun. And the end of that, this is the last issue of that miniseries. And it's a good closeout. It's a good one. I don't want to say too much because it'll totally spoil it. But did pick up an Amazing Spider-Man number 79 this week. This one actually, of course, that era written by Stan Lee. It was, the cover art is John Romita Sr. and then the interior pages are by John Buscema, which I always say his name wrong, so I hope I said it right. But yeah, I saw this. This actually officially becomes the oldest Amazing Spider-Man I have in my collection now, so for what that's worth. And picked up this as well. I actually stopped by a shop that was right off the interstate, and I had to go to the bathroom, so I walk in and I look around for a little bit, and I asked the old lady that was running the place if she had a restroom, and she's like, I can't let anybody behind that counter because I got a gun. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I just got to pee. But I look around a little bit longer, and I'm like, man, I got to split. I got to go to the restroom. She stops me and goes, you can go back and use the restroom. It's fine. So I looked around a little longer. My phone that had my all my information as far as what issues I had and don't have of Amazing Spider-Man died. It completely got wiped the other day. and I have not been able to recover anything on it. And since I haven't been able to redo that, I'm pretty sure I was missing this issue. I may have just picked up a double, but she let me use the bathroom. I feel like I need to pick something up. Plus, she was really nice. I actually said her shop is doing really well. She does a lot of... I just started asking questions because she was a nice lady. And she does more business with new comics than she does with back issues. And I will say, she had a limited collection of back issues, and they were kind of overpriced, but super nice. I think they stay pretty close to what their pull list is. They don't over order, hoping that for walk-through traffic. Another place I actually stopped by to look for, I was going to look for two things there. I was going to look for Transformers Ghostbusters, which I did not find this week yet. Number 3's out, and I haven't been able to find it yet. And the Nintendo game, Rampage. Me and my son played Rampage a while back, like an updated version of it at Dave & Buster's, and he loved it, so I wanted to get the original Nintendo version for him to play. But enough about that. This is, I really like the art on this and the colors, the colors on it for an old Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider, and Johnny Blaze. Spirit of Vengeance number 6 looked really cool, so picked it up. No other reason than it was in the dollar bin. I wanted it. Then I picked up a couple True Believers. If Venom, Separation Anxiety, the Life Foundation, all the different Venoms that they create, Riot and Scream, and I can't remember the other ones right off the top of my head, but definitely worth checking out. And then I don't believe I've read this one, but I'll check it out. If you stay caught up on the True Believer stuff they put out, typically there's a reason and there's a tie-in to the ongoing, or the series they're putting out. So, plus it's $1. If you are out $1 for a good comic book, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. So, doing something a little bit different here. I'm just going to leave this up. Actually, let me put something prettier up, just because. Throw Amazing Spider-Man back up, just because, I want to look at it. Ooh. So, next week. Next week's a pretty big week on the Marvel pull list for me. The Dawn of X continues with Powers of X number 2, or Powers of 10 number 2, a $4.99 book, but Jonathan Hickman's got me hooked. I'll be there for that one. $4.99. I think it's 40 pages. I'd have to double check that. Also, 2 Silver Surfer titles coming out next week. Silver Surfer Black number 3 with Donny Cates. So that one has been really interesting, ongoing. Him battling Null at the end of Silver Surfer number 2. He ran into Ego, asking him, "Hey, are you ready to kill a god?" Talking about Null, of course. And the other one is Silver Surfer Prodigal Son. That's a $4.99 book. I'm on the fence on it. Just depends on how the rest of my... it's going to be if I'm in the mood to pick it up kind of book, honestly. Venom number 17 comes out. Got to get that one. That's on my pull. That's a $3.99. Amazing Spider-Man and Venom are $3.99 next week, which is, pretty their standard price. Amazing Spider-Man 27 is on my list. I'm not fired up about this particular story with this Sassy 6 or Sinister, the new Sinister 6 or whatever they're calling themselves. The feminist version of it. I'm not interested in it, but I know going forward, especially after reading Absolute Carnage, that I'm going to keep Amazing Spider-Man on my pull list. Amazing Spider-Man is going to have to do some stuff to get off my pull list, honestly. Scream number 1 is next week. Cullen Bunn's taking that, so I'm not sure about that one. It's $3.99. And then Separation Anxiety. Now, Scream is a 32-page book, and Separation Anxiety number 1 is a 40-page book, and it's $4.99. So, I'm still debating if I'm going to be all in on Absolute Carnage. I really want to be, but you're looking at $10 next week Well, $14 if you include Venom number 17. So $14 next week. I'll probably do it. And but that's all I plan on picking up next week. I doubt I pick up any back issues next week, just given that the pull list is so long. But guys, that's all I got. I appreciate you hanging out with me, talking comics. What book are you looking forward to the most next week? And also, what was your favorite book from this week? Was it House of X 2 or Absolute Carnage? And which review do you want me to do first next week, guys? Leave your comments below. Hey, if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you help me get over 400 and continue to win this game of YouTube. And guys, that's all I got. Real Comic Stacks, out.